Karen Abner, everything John just told us means any small spark could turn into a fast-moving wildfire. That's why Lubbock Fire Rescue is taking steps now to be ready in case of an emergency. Firefighters say these conditions make firefighting especially difficult. For these women, EMS is more than just a job. It's their passion. They're not just showing up to work every day. They're out here making real impact and keeping their community safe and proving that every day that women belong in every part of the field. For many, your home is a place where you can feel safe and protected. For Phyllis Gant, that's no longer the case after a driver came crashing into her home and her life. Now, if you look right here behind me, you can even see the tire marks in the grass and on the pavement. Now, luckily for her, this entire incident was caught on her Ring camera. In the heart of Lubbock, Sweet Creations is more than just a bakery. It's a community staple, a Black-owned business serving up delicious treats while trying to build a lasting legacy. From cupcakes to cakes, every creation is a reflection of passion and dedication being poured into a local gym. Josh, I am still freezing out here. Now, the snow is maintaining the same, but there's not enough just to build a snowman yet. With bragging rights on the line, you can bet competition is going to get heated. But beyond the fun, it's all about making a difference for our community.
KCBD News Channel 11's Imani Jackson is in the studio now to explain how local fire crews and state agencies are working together before the flames take off. Imani?
Karen Abner, everything John just told us means any small spark could turn into a fast-moving wildfire. That's why Lubbock Fire Rescue is taking steps now to be ready in case of an emergency. Firefighters say these conditions make firefighting especially difficult.
I would say more challenging, given, like I said, we have the humidity, the high weather temperatures, and then the wind. And so ultimately all that's going to lead into fueling the fire in certain directions.
To stay ahead of the risk, LFR has increased staffing levels, ensuring more resources are ready to respond at a moment's notice. But they're not doing it alone. They have been working with neighboring departments by training together, learning each other's capabilities, and strengthening their response strategies to ensure they are ready before an emergency happens. Megan Mahiran with the Texas A&M Forest Service says that coordination helps them mobilize quickly when a fire does break out.
So as soon as we get that phone call, we're ready to mobilize within minutes, and then our arrival time is going to depend on where the fire is located, but we can usually mobilize within 15 to 20 minutes in these heavy fire weather days.
That quick response can make all the difference, especially with fire-prone conditions expected to last through the week. Crews are urging residents to do their part, whether it's holding off on outdoor burning or keeping a water source nearby when grilling.
Especially if you just have some type of open fire, if you're going to be barbecuing or just having some type of large fire in your backyard or on your property, just be cognizant of the extreme fire weather conditions, making sure that you have some type of water source, a bucket of water, or a hose line nearby, so that way if the fire does get out of control, you're able to contain it or extinguish it.
Fire crews say they'll be monitoring conditions closely and adjusting their response as needed. They do advise taking extra precautions when ensuring you're maintaining your vehicle and equipment regularly. Karen Abner.
So everything that we do back here, they do in the ER. It's just going at 80 miles per hour.
When someone calls 911, EMS crews play a key role in the response, assessing patients, making quick decisions, and providing care before they reach the hospital. It's a demanding job, and for women in this field, it's also about proving they belong. Kaylin Atkins has seen the shift over the years. When she started in 2010, there were only a handful of women in EMS. Now she's leading the next generation while continuing to respond to high-priority calls.
I have always been a girl's girl and like a woman's woman. Like, we build each other up and we take care of each other, and like, if we don't have each other's backs, then nobody's going to have our backs. And so it's really nice to bring, you know, men are very masculine and they have those masculine roles, but to see feminism come into something that's so hard.
For these women, EMS is more than just a job. It's their passion. They're not just showing up to work every day. They're out here making real impact and keeping their community safe and proving that every day that women belong in every part of the field. But even as more women step into these roles, the job still comes with challenges.
We've kind of started to dominate the field
But yeah, it is a little bit different, especially as a young woman, especially when we get on those critical calls. I've noticed, especially we get on those calls and they're looking for a man. They're not looking for a woman to be in charge. So that's been different, but it's gotten a lot better over the years.
As more women enter the field, their roles are expanding beyond emergency response. Kelly Barbera works as a community paramedic, focusing on long-term care solutions for patients who might not need an ambulance, but still need help.
I would say just to anyone, little girls, women wanting to be a first responder, it can be done. It's a very rewarding profession. But it can be done. Don't let anyone tell you that just because you're a woman, you can't do it. You can do it.
Women in EMS are showing that this work isn't about gender. It's about skill, dedication, and making a difference in people's lives when it matters most. Imani Jackson, KCBD News Channel 11.